Hello, hello, welcome to Thursday. And this edition of This is Private Practice. Oh, hallelujah, all the things and all the stuff. But what a fulfilling day. It would be very easy for me to come on this live today and go, I'm so tired, I've got so much to do, I shouldn't have let Sophie have some annual leave. My bank balance feels really uncomfortable. We've hit our limit on our credit card again. We've got so much money outstanding. And then it would really help you a lot to go, Joe's whinging and whining, but they're the realities of what it's like running a private practice. But what I love about being in business for myself is being able to set my own rules. Carol, hello. Welcome back from San Diego. Thank you for comment on my cute shirt. What lights me up every single time is the opportunity to talk about our clients and the clients that we work with. And I've had that amazing experience today. I met with this young gentleman who's an OT. We shall call him Pete the OT because that's how he refers to himself. What a breath of fresh air, enthusiasm, passion, commitment to his clients, but savvy, smart. He knows people, and I was a bit nervous meeting him because often when I'm meeting new OTs that have reached out to me or new health professionals at all that have said, is there any way we can collaborate? I'm like, oh, here we go. But man, I was super impressed. It's almost to the point where we were finishing each other's sentences, and he offers a skill set that I've needed in my business for quite some time. I've referred to this person before as the unicorn. And I just was sitting there today talking to somebody who is passionate about clients and passionate about doing work well, understands that quality will always drive service provision and that money will follow. And it allowed me to, re-energize myself today and going, when we do good work and we change people's lives, that the money will follow. If we do this and we are wise, the resources that we've been given to us, so money and time and energy, then the money's going to flow because we're needed to do, we're necessary. We need to do the things that we've been called to do. Hey, Beck. Hey, Faye. Haha, that rhymes. And it got me thinking as well. I had this thing happen on Tuesday night and I was really quite overwhelmed. So I met with my team on Tuesday night. We do this once a quarter, and I was able to introduce a couple of other therapists into the team, which is exciting. We were trying them out. We wanted to see how they fit. They fit really well. And I announced to my team my plans for the growth and the vision that I have for Purple Co. And there was a part of me that felt really uncomfortable about doing this. I was concerned that they would feel like they weren't being taken care of. I was concerned that they wouldn't get it. I was concerned that they would feel less of me because I'm saying, I need help in my business. And I had to get over myself because the support for the plans for growth that I have been overwhelmingly positive. When I first presented it to Sophie last week, she was like, oh, Joe, that's exciting. How can I help? That's going to take so much pressure off you. I seriously nearly cried. I did not expect that reaction. And Beck and Kylie and Sonia and those of you who know these people in my team who are often on these Facebook Lives have said, Joe, the way you've communicated this to us and helped us understand how it's going to help us has just been invaluable. So I'm feeling good about being the business owner, knowing that I know I know how to help my people. I know how to work with and help my clients, and I know how to help my people. And given my background, I came out of employment where I was working for someone else, and it wasn't pleasant. And I had found myself acting and behaving in ways that weren't congruent with myself. And I've talked about this a lot before, but every time I'm doing something for my people, I always have that little twinge of self-doubt around, am I going to stuff this up? Am I going to hurt people? Am I going to cause them pain? And what's exciting for me is that my vision is not painful. And I get incredibly passionate about that. And they get passionate about it, and then they want to do more, and then they're engaged, and then they're sending me referrals for people to fill the role. And then I just keep going, oh my Lord, this thing is this thing is bigger than me. This thing is bigger than my frustration around cash flow. It's bigger than my frustration around 500 emails in my inbox. It's bigger than my frustration around not being able to pay for all the things that I want my team to have. Because when push comes to shove, if I let those things gnaw away at me, I'm going to become really small-minded, like really small-minded. And I see this happening all the time with health professionals, actually with most service professionals. I've worked with other services where this happens, where we get so consumed by what we perceive we can't do that it puts blinkers on us, and we can no longer see the good that we bring to the world. We can no longer see the potential in others. We can no longer be expansive in our worldview. And it's really, really easy to want to shrink back when you're feeling tired and overwhelmed, or when you're not getting new clients, or the referrals have dried up, or people aren't paying your bills. It's really easy to go into that place of I can't. And what I've learned this week is, what can I do? What can I do with the resources I've got right now? You can always use social media to market your business. You will always be able to pick up a phone or go and meet with somebody and talk to them about what you do. You will always be able to go and do some good with a client. Solve a problem. My biggest one is go do something generous. Go, and I'm not talking about spending thousands of dollars or buying somebody a house. Do something generous with your time or your energy. Pull yourself out of that that little myopic space that you bring yourself into. Now, remember when we're working with clients and all they can do is focus on that pain, whether it's emotional pain or physical pain, the client who likes to email you all the reasons why they can't do something, or they come into every session with all the things they couldn't do in the last week. That's what we sound like when we start going, I can't do this, I'm too tired, there's too much to do, I can't market, I can't grow my business, I can't. We sound like those clients who want to do nothing but throw up barriers. Now, you're going to have times in your private practice where you're stuck. You're human. You don't have all the answers to all the problems. And there are problems you don't even know exist yet. The journey. Yes, I said the word again. Nobody struck me by lightning. Apparently, I can say the word now without having little heart palpitations. Our job, our purpose is to be creative around solving those problems. I know my team are exceptional problem solvers. I'm an exceptional problem solver. That's what I'm good at doing. But I too can get caught up in thinking small, wanting to shrink back, wanting to say no, wanting to feel safe. It's a human condition. So I'll give you an example, another example of me, vulnerability again. I'm writing a book. Those of you who don't know, I am writing a book. That in itself is hard. I have decided that as a part of my book, I want to have some interviews with some inspirational entrepreneurial clinicians, and they will be interviewed, and that will become an audio file, an actual podcast interview that will be available, and then those interviews will be transcribed and added to my book. So it's not a multi-author book. They are contributing at the end of a chapter. So I had picked out some people that have inspired and encouraged me, who I think live this entrepreneurial clinician walk that I'm talking about in my book. And I composed my email yesterday, and I've spoken to a few of them about it. And I went, oh my gosh, what if they all say no? So I went to this place of they're going to reject me, they're going to say no, they're going to think the idea is crazy. I can tell you that in less than 24 hours, I had 5 yeses, and I've already got interviews scheduled. And one of the people who have said yes is actually an author who is an occupational therapist who has written a book that I so admire. And she said yes to me interviewing her for my book. And I may have squealed with delight and gotten very, very giggly. That may have happened. But that allowed me, I could have stayed in that space of I can't, I won't, it's too hard, I'm too scared. But it's about lifting myself up and looking at what can I do? What can I control? What can I contribute to until the other parts of my business want to catch up with me, until my cash flow wants to catch up with me, till my credit card wants to catch up with me, until the referrals that we need want to catch up with me. If we keep doing the things that we know work, if we keep little by little just making sure that we're being wise and sensible with our time, energy, and money, that the rewards are going to come. Now, this is a completely different episode to what I thought I was going to talk about today. I've actually got notes about niching that I really wanted to talk into, but we might leave that until next week. So even though things are tight and uncomfortable for me in my private practice, I wouldn't change this for anything. So Pete the OT, dude, you totally re-inspired me today. And to my Purple Co team, thank you for wanting to come on this incredible journey with me. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow when it is Celebration Friday. So we're possibly going to have quite a bit to talk about tomorrow. Go have a great evening, morning, afternoon, night. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.